So he's fixing to tell you he's really busy with project 1. He's not really.
In my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far away.
Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach. Grammy Karen's here. We kidnapped her for the day.
We did.
So
Literally.
we hit up the Amish store. It's called a Farmstead store, but we'll get in a little bit more detail on that here in a second. They're gonna walk you through what we hauled there. And then this is my project for today. One of many, but it's one. So we're gonna be cleaning the inside of the stovepipe on the inside of the house. And then I'm actually going to be replacing the outside, and I'll get into details. I'll get into details on why I replaced the outside, and we're just going to go through a cleaning on the inside here in a little bit more detail. But that's what our day is, and we're going to bring y'all along with us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, first thing is taking off the pipe. Let me get you out of the sun there a little bit. So as you can see here, we have a lot of water runoff, and then so the pipe itself gets very rusty. So in my personal opinion, I know a lot of people, they just like to clean it, but in my personal opinion, all of your outside pipe you need to replace at least every other year. That's kind of our rule of thumb that we do. But it's just because of the rust, and when you have rust, you have weak spots. And when you have heat pumping in there, it's eventually gonna corrode and make a hole into it. And the last thing you wanna do is wake up in the morning and this has corroded off. See if I can get my hand there. There you go, right there.
Didn't it?
Huh?
That happened one time.
It did happen one time. It right there in the elbow. And see, it's a little bit different because we go out the side of our house and not straight up the top. You know, that's the two different ways that you can do it. So we have that elbow that's just constantly getting hit with water. And when cases like that happen, it could break. And then so one morning we woke up to that broken, and you know, we had a hot fire. So it was one of those things we had to shut down the fire, and then in the middle of winter, I was out here replacing that, and that's because we had it on there too long. So if you have it in the same style setup that we do that. Just replace it every other year. You shouldn't have an issue, and just watch it. You can start seeing if it corrodes away, but this is your warning because we lived and learned from the hard way.
They don't, I mean, they look durable, but they're not.
No, it's just tin. Yeah. And now there are completely 100% insulated pipes, which is what we have that's going through the wall there. I'll take it out and show you that once we actually get it all taken out. But those do last a lot longer, and you just need to clean them and you're good. But if you're actually just using stovepipe, it's very thin, it's very flimsy, and it doesn't last extremely long. So take the precaution. First step, unassemble the whole shebang. What you all doing?
I don't know what she's like kneading on me. She's being sweet.
You look like the cat lady right now.
I am.
Hi, kitty cat.
She's been very loving today.
She likes to just push heads with me.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, yeah. We can't sit here and talk about the cats all daggone day. We gotta get to work. Okay, all the pipe is out. And then there's the new pipe. So now we just got a big old hole in the house. And then on the inside, if you can take a guess, another big old hole. But I've got everything cleaned out, and now it's time to put it back together. New pipe, all shiny and pretty. Complete. So on the inside, I just put it all back together. You can see my little black fingerprints all over everything. So all I did is I took it apart, scrubbed it, cleaned out the inside, and then we also got a little thing that we're gonna try and see how it works, see if it'll focus on it. But basically, you burn this little stick and it breaks down soot and buildup in your fireplace. So we're gonna try that out and see how that works once we start a fire. But my next job is to clean this area back out because I seem to find all the stuff again. Then I'm gonna get the actual stove ready. And it's a little warm here to do a fire. So all I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna get a little bit of paper towel. I got black soot all over my face. I'm just gonna get a couple paper towels, and I like to light it in there just to make sure that we're actually pulling some smoke out and it's doing its job. Anytime you replace, take off, clean, anything like that, don't just go straight into a big old fire. Just start a little cardboard and make sure that the smoke is pulling out and not sucking in, just to make sure that you are everything set up correctly, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So that is my next steps now. All right, the stove has been cleaned. The glass is as clean as it's gonna get. It's just an old stove. We cleaned it up pretty good, but it's just not the clearest thing in the world. But when you have the fire, you'll see it good. So let's light this thing up and see if she's working. And it's hard to tell on the camera, but there is a little smoke rolling out. Let me actually get a bigger piece of cardboard. Something that actually produce a little more smoke so y'all can see it. There we go. Now you can see her in action. Let the smoke roll, folks. Looking good.
Oh, we told you that we found an Amish store near us. There's actually quite a few, but this one caught our interest the most because it's called Homestead Market. And we've been wanting to go to it for a long time. They have festivals in the summertime and do all kinds of stuff, but we never made it there. So this time we were like, we got to go. We've got to see what they have. I want to buy stuff in bulk and be able to store it in our pantry and basically just, you know, overall eat healthy and local.
But before we get to that, we have a challenge, right? That we need to talk about. It's called the 100-mile challenge. It's something that we're gonna do. FYI. By the way, in between me doing the wood burning stove, I've changed and got a haircut. Crazy how that happens just like that, isn't it? So the 100-mile challenge, what is that? What does it mean? So it's basically fighting big box stores is what it ultimately is, and supporting local and knowing where your food comes from. Where your food comes from. So the 100-mile challenge.
And buying in season.
Yes,
Eating
and buying in season.
Yeah.
You know, you're not supposed to get a tomato in February, in January. You're not supposed to.
Unless you're down south. I mean, that's different. But
where we
in
are,
Kentucky,
you're just not. You're just not supposed to have it. You're supposed to live with what the season gives you. So the 100-mile challenge is to not consume anything that isn't created, produced, gardened, made within 100 miles of where you live. Period. That's it. So within a 100-mile radius is where you got to get all your groceries, all your food, all your snacks, which we're noticing might be a little bit difficult. But she's going to make a lot of her snacks for the kids and stuff because everybody likes snacks, right? Animal feed, which we've got that down.
We've got that.
We're lucky enough.
Animal feed we can't find that's produced locally is dog food.
Which we will, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop and be like, and just
accept
it. We're going to find local dog food.
Yeah.
But that's the challenge. So I want to know below who's going to take this challenge.
Who's going to do it?
100 miles, even in the winter.
Yes.
Even up north.
And it doesn't mean you have to be perfect 100% of the time because we're not going to be. We're going to try. We're going to try our best. There's a few things that are difficult, like the snacks. The kids love apples, and obviously apples aren't going to be in season this winter. So that's going to be a challenge.
That's getting us used to it, right? Like it's like adjusting to that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to snack differently through the different seasons because apples aren't ready all the time. And if we didn't preserve it ourselves,
right,
we're not going to eat it.
Another challenge is coffee.
Yes.
We do have a local
That might
coffee
be my
shop,
biggest one.
and we're going to buy from him. It's made here locally in town. Obviously, the coffee beans didn't come from here, but it is made here. So that's going to be a little bit different, but we'll figure it out.
We're already bending the rules.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. But it's thinking differently, right? It's all about changing your mind, thinking differently, and making sure you're buying as local as you can.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is, you know, when you buy within that 100-mile radius, the real purpose of it is you're buying non-GMO. You're normally buying organic. You're buying from a farmer locally. You're supporting a farmer. And that's the true key, besides the health benefits.
Yeah.
You know, instead of buying the processed stuff and the different things at Walmart that or Kroger that is just pumped full of who knows what, just to provide you a tomato in January.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reasoning behind it. No longer tasting disappointment, supporting local, and bettering your body.
Yep.
So that being said, this is our first try at it, basically, on working our way towards that. So Amish store haul.
We did. So we went to the Amish store down the road, and it was awesome. We got some frozen rhubarb, which I'm really excited about. I've talked a million times about how I want to grow rhubarb, but we didn't this year. So I don't know if I'm gonna make a pie or...
Well, she's got to make at least one pie for my grandfather, because he wanted us to grow us real bad. It just didn't make it in the garden this year. We got to make a pie for him.
Yep. We got some home processed by the Amish sausage patties. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 patties in there. And it was only $6. So
Pretty good.
I think that's a pretty good deal for being home processed, home grown, home fed. Pretty excited about that. We've got some deli meat, which it was store packaged, but it was an Amish brand. So it's a trusted brand by them that they get all of their deli meat from. That was still within our 100-mile radius. Yeah. So that was cheap. It's a pound for $4. You know, a pound at Walmart is like $9. So that's
I think it is like $6.59 or something like that.
We got some wheat thins. So those are for snacks. Raylan loves wheat thins. That is her go-to snack.
It's so funny when she gets the tomato basil wheat thins. Jen wants them. She got them for her, and that's the first thing Raylan gets, and she walks all sassy.
Yeah. So we just got little portions this time, but I'm hoping to buy in bulk and then put them into our mason jars and suck the air out with our mason jar attachment with the food saver. So Raylan loves these. They're perfect.
The biggest thing to remember if you are deciding to do this, don't go your first trip and buy 50-pound, 100-pound bags of all this stuff. Taste it. I mean, you get small bags, see if you like it first before you go bulk buying.
Yep.
So we'll bulk buy other things that we really like next time.
Yep. So I got some yellow cornmeal, which was processed by them. Pretty awesome. It's 3 pounds and it was $1.79.
Pretty good.
Pretty excited about that. Let me read the ingredients just so y'all can know. Yellow corn. That's it.
That's it.
Ingredients, yellow corn.
Exactly, because it's just dried corn grounded up.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I guarantee you.
I thought it was gonna be more.
I guarantee you the Walmart cornmeal is not that simple.
No. We got some evaporated cane sugar. It's organic evaporated cane sugar.
What were the ingredients on that one?
Organic cane juice.
Sugar.
Cane juice.
Oh.
I guess it's got from the juice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But still, one ingredient for one item is the way it's supposed to be.
2 pounds, $3.66.
Super cool.
I love cane sugar. It's the only sugar I use for everything. Coffee, tea, anything I put sugar in is cane sugar. So I was pretty excited about that. We got some Prairie Gold flour. So it's 5.6 pounds and it was $5.17. So very excited about that. They have big bags that you can buy in bulk. So the ingredients are wheat. There you go.
That's the way it should be.
We got a 1/4-inch medium noodles. So they're just
I call them butter noodles.
Yeah, we call them butter noodles.
Yeah.
It's 1.1 pounds and it was $2.78. Very excited about that.
You think about the bag that you get at Walmart. It's usually, what, $1, $1.50. I mean, this is the same size bag.
Yeah.
And for $1 more, we know where it was made.
Yeah.
We know it's healthy. We know it's organic.
There was all kinds of noodles too, but that was the one we chose.
We love butter noodles.
Yeah. I got some Amish country butter. So they made this butter there. Very excited about it. I haven't opened it yet, but I think there's 5 sticks in here.
It looks like 5 sticks.
And it's a pound of butter. It was $5.50. So a little bit on the expensive side, but it's good stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, butter, they've turned into margarine, and so that makes it really cheap.
Yeah.
But
we got some Red Delicious apples. So there's 5 apples in there, and it was $2.28.
that was actually $1, wasn't it?
$2.28.
Oh, sorry, that was the poundage.
And these were grown from their apple trees. Raylan got to choose something, and of course she chose something sugary, but it's marshmallows. She loves them. We got a loaf of sourdough bread, which we've already gotten into. It's really good. It's moist. It was actually warm when we got it off the shelf because it was just baked. Homemade sourdough bread. It was $3.50 for the loaf, so love that. Definitely gonna buy more loaves the next time we go.
Well, she's gonna start making more too. She's really good at making bread. It's really just having the time.
Raylan came and got her marshmallows.
She heard marshmallows and came and snagged them.
We got some active dry yeast because, like he said, I'm gonna be making my own breads. Really want to get a sourdough starter. I need to figure out how to do that though. So one of my biggest things I was afraid of is spices. I know we can dehydrate our own spices and stuff like that and make our own, but we haven't yet. So
it's the mass amounts, right? Yeah. Like you can go ahead and show them. I mean, it's just the mass amounts of what it is. I mean, we don't have as big of a garden to be worrying about seasonings. Yeah. We're using it for more things. Yeah.
So we got 2 seasonings. We got a garlic powder and a natural Montana steak seasoning. The steak seasoning was $4.25 and it's 0.3 pounds, and the garlic powder was $3.20 and it's 0.2. It's almost 3 pounds. So very excited about these. They had all kinds of seasonings, all different kinds of ones. They even had like a medicine cabinet section of a lot of, you know, herbs and stuff like that, natural remedies. So that was pretty cool. I'm probably gonna check some of that out the next time we go. And oh, and I also got this for free. They were giving out free samples. I haven't tried it yet. It's a cold cocoa latte with vitamins, antioxidants, energy, and 0 sugar.
Nice.
So how much was all this?
It was $60.
$60.
Was this it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure. It felt like more, but no. Yeah. So $60 for all of this, which was a lot of things. We got a lot of stuff for the makings of things.
Exactly.
You know, like the flours and the sugar and the cornmeal, the butter, the ham and the sausage itself. If we went to Walmart, that would have probably cost $15-20 right there. But you know, it's a lot of good stuff that we had. The only thing that it slightly lacked was meat options.
But we're gonna have our own meat, so that's okay.
Exactly. We actually saw their building is right beside their house, and they had lambs. So obviously, lamb meat was their main producer that they had in the store. We like lamb. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's more of a treat in our eyes. Lamb chops and stuff, because it's kind of expensive for lamb. So we didn't get any of that. However, I thought this was really good for $60.
They did have cheeses. They had dairy, milk, and stuff like that. We're not huge dairy consumers, so we didn't get any of that. But the next time we go, we're going to get different stuff and probably buy in bulk, and we'll be able to show you that too.
Right. So if you want to do this with us, you know, like what we did, excuse me, was we searched Amish store near me in Google, and we just popped up what was near us and which one was the closest, and little did we know there was one almost right beside our rolling mill where we get our feed from. It was like 15 minutes past that, so it's worth the trip. Of course, any country ride is going to be enjoyable and fun too. We saw all kinds of horse and buggies, which is really neat. It's like a little Amish community, like on one street, which was cool. So, you know, I feel good about it. There's not an ounce of me that feels bad. We didn't go to Walmart this weekend. We normally always do on Sundays, so that's a good sign. Just, we kind of had the stuff. You know, we do from our canned goods and this little bit that Jen got here.
You know, we're gonna be just fine. It might not be convenient at times. It might not be what we want to grab, but it's going to be what our bodies need, and it's going to be what's there. So
exactly,
it'll be an adjustment for sure, but we'll get through it.
Yep, but it's all about living within the season that you're in.
Yep,
and that's the whole purpose of this. You know, we shouldn't be able to have anything that we want during any season. So that's what we're basically the challenge is.
That's right.
What do you think? You good with these snacks? No.
Mommy's gonna make you some crackers.
Mommy White loves popcorn, which popcorn's an actually easy one. You know, it might not be as convenient as just throwing the bag in there for.
Too.
You love crackers? We'll make some crackers.
Yeah, we'll do some homemade crackers. Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. That's our off-grid heat cleanup and getting ready. Our Amish haul. It's pretty good stuff right there.
It's some awesome stuff.
White and I got haircuts in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Gonna swipe it. There you go.
Swoop it.
Swoop it.
All right. We love y'all. Thank you for watching with us, and we hope that you join the challenge as well. Remember, you don't have to be perfect 100% of the time. It's just about doing as much as you can and taking it as far as you can. So.
Yep. Even if it's 1%.
That's right.
That's a step forward.
Yep. We love y'all, and until the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.